next key feature of eInteract I'd like to run through is receiving the supplier invoice via EDI. So this is, as I say, receiving that invoice from distribution via Electronic Data Interchange that comes straight into the system. eInteract will automatically post it into NetSuite and match it against that original purchase order. So it really saves any manual data entry around entering invoices, which is usually a huge job, and it's a massive time saver. So we can match that invoice against the purchase order, so make sure it's accurate, and then really just handling any variances that may occur. There's also an additional option to receive the invoice via EDI, even if the purchase order is not sent out via eInteract. And there are some scenarios where that may happen. If your sales guy's on the road and needs to get something out quickly, is not able to get in front of the system, they may put in a call to their account manager or something. So that situation does arrive, but it's really nice to know you can still get the invoice in via EDI, so you're not breaking any back-end processes there. As I say, it really reduces administrative overhead, and we find that you can raise invoices to your customers a lot quicker as well, confident in the knowledge that the purchasing price is correct and we've got that invoice back in and it's been posted successfully. So let's take a look. So again, we get all these confirmations through by email as well from OneTrail. So we get our message type of invoice, so we know that's on its way. And this just gives you the information in an email just to confirm that that's all going to come through electronically as well. So I'm going to go off and run these processes. So I'm going to check for supplier invoices. And I'm going to ask the system to process supplier invoices. And again, I've kick-started these off manually, but you can run them on a scheduled basis behind the scenes, so you don't need to do that step manually. So we're back to our purchase order record here, purchase order 606, and we can see it's got a status of pending billing. If you look down at the quantities here, so we ordered one's been received, but we haven't actually had the billing for it yet. So if I just hit refresh in my browser now, we'll see this change to say fully billed, and you'll see it will post that invoice for us. So there we go, it's now fully billed. If I come down, the billed quantity is updated, and if I look through to my related records, we can come through to the bill here. That's been created automatically. There's the supplier's invoice number. It's created that bill and matched it back to that purchase order. And in this demo account, we actually have a approval workflow in for the purchase invoice. So now that invoice is sitting awaiting approval to move on to the payment stage. But you've seen that being automatically created via the EDI link that we have in place. So just to recap, we've just seen a supplier invoice being automatically posted from distribution via the EDI. That's happened automatically, no user intervention, if those scripts are running in the background on a schedule. And we also have this option to receive invoices even if the purchase order is not sent out via eInteract, just to cover that kind of edge case. Which the whole thing really reduces your administrative overhead and helps to really reduce the cost per transaction, which is really what we're trying to achieve here. So if you'd like any further information, please feel free to get in touch with us using the contact information that you see on the screen.